that was a blast. Good morning, Minecraft, and welcome to the Wolf Den. Okay, got a big hole going on here. Been digging and blasting for a little while. Oop, get up the stairs, ladders, get up the ladder. And that's the hillside dugout. So this is where I'm going to put my, what was I calling this thing? Paper mill? Yeah, so I'm going to put my paper mill inside of this. Hopefully, or I'm thinking it'll extend up several floors. Got a little workstation over here. Got the bridge finished. The next thing I need to do before I start working on this machine is to set up a couple of tests to see if the sugar cane will grow in the environments that I'm going to be setting up. Not sure if it'll grow in pitch black, perfect darkness, but I need to find a room that I can darken and see if it'll grow without light, or at least plantable without light. So I'm going to set up a few tests and I'll get back to you guys in just a minute. Okay, first test, sugar cane. As you guys know, sugar cane has to have, if I were to plant sugar cane there, it actually will allow me to place it there because there's a block of water to the side and one below it. What I'm going to test is if sugar cane will grow in a waterfall, or allow me to plant it in a waterfall. The water is being stopped here, so that's one block over and one block down. That's just fine. I also know that it's going to work in a stream. I'm not sure if the level 7, where it's the smallest, will still work, but I'm pretty sure that it will. But what I want to test is if this water block here, even though it's falling water, will still allow me to place a piece of sugar cane here. And yes, it does. So that test works. I'll be able to simply create waterfalls and grow my sugar cane with that. I don't need to place source blocks all over the place. So that will work just fine. My next test is something that I'm not going to be able to demonstrate very well. I need a wall I can dig into. What I need to know is if sugar cane will grow in the dark, total darkness, or even low light. And I really don't know if I'm going to be able to test that with you guys. I could try and adjust the brightness to see if that will work. Oh, I should probably get that water back before it freezes. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out a little room, 3x3 here. I need a place of dirt, and I need a block of dirt. I need a block of water. Sugar cane will do just fine there. But okay, so it's too dark in here for you guys to see anything, so I'll get back to you with the results in a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave it in there for a while. I need a control. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. And I know sugar cane is going to grow out here in the daylight. So place a block of water there. I need to have the block of water covered so that it will not freeze. and let's place 4 pieces of sugarcane around that. Sugarcane isn't going to grow like sugarcane's not going to grow like cactus, so that when it grows up one, it's not going to break off. So that will work just fine. I'm probably put a light on top, like that, and maybe some more light around it. Oops. Alright, so we've well lit the sugar cane over here, so it should grow just fine. But we've got our sugar cane down there in the dark coal, and we're going to test to see if that grows. My next test is to figure out the wiring, to whether I can have compact wiring or I need to have more spacious wiring for the double pistons. So I'm going to set up some wiring testing, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Okay, after 10, maybe 20 minutes of fiddling with this thing, I finally came to a very simple, I wouldn't say elegant, but a very simple solution. I've got 2 banks of 6 pistons, and I need 2 pistons stacked like this to push the top 2 blocks of sugarcane off. So push the lever. All 6 pistons push out on both sides, and I needed it to be as narrow as possible. So what I've got is a single line of redstone that goes down this block that is between the lower pistons. Oops, fell down. And I couldn't get the same effect for the upper row of pistons, so what I did is I ran a redstone wire along the blocks on top of the pistons. I wish you could actually lay redstone across pistons themselves, but it won't let you do that. So this is what I've got so far. And I will set up, I guess, the first line of sugarcane and see if I can get this to work. So there's that. But let's take a look at our sugarcane test first. Let's start by taking a look at the control to see if everything's fully grown. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3 that are grown all the way up and 1 that is partially grown. So let's go take a look at what's growing in the dark. Mushrooms, obviously, but mushroom farm will be another day. Alright, let's take a look. Let's crack this sucker open. And hey, we've got a full stack of sugarcane grown completely in the dark. So I think that's a good test right there. We have sugarcane does not need light to grow. Let's go harvest all of our sugarcane now. Slip and fall down the ladder first. Actually, I should have some up here so I can create some more seed rows. Alright, so I'm going to tear all that apart and start construction on some sugarcane lanes. And I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I started working on some of the machine, and what I've got going on right here are the ice channels that I'm going to use to slide the product down here to a central collection point. And that's not freezing very well, but it is taking some time to freeze. It is taking some time to freeze up everything, but looks kind of strange, doesn't it? Almost like these ghostly ice stairs. But once I get the water channels in, it'll make more sense. So what I'm doing is place a block up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need a stair to get up. Put an 8th one there. Pieces on the side. Do that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now this is almost exactly identical to what I had at the melon farm. So I put in these nice water channels, refill my buckets, and then wait for it to freeze. So let's see how the other ones are doing. Gotta be careful, it's kind of slippery up here. Okay, that's almost done. Take that piece of dirt off. This one's doing well, getting started. But unlike the melon farm, instead of just having one of these channels, I've got 3. And I believe the melon farm had 2 levels, or was it 3 levels? I think it had 3 levels. So this one's almost done. That one's actually coming along fairly well. And I just gotta wait for those. Alright, I've got the first channel set up, and it freezes over. Okay. I totally forgot all about that, but I was about to head up and start planting some reeds, or sugarcane as they're called now. But it looks like I'm going to have to break my ice and cover my water. At least for now, I need to cover the water. So I'm going to put my first set of sugarcane right here. And the nice thing is I can walk through this stuff, which makes it great for underwater breathing. If you guys haven't already seen my underwater dome episodes, there's a whole bunch of them. So there's that. Those will grow up, and hopefully a set of pistons will fire and break them all once they're done. Oops. Don't want to do that. Okay, let's get that going like that. Okay, then I gotta set up a series of pistons. Okay, there is the first lane of the sugarcane piston crusher thingy. And let me show you how it works. Don't have a good view. I'm going to get rid of all this dirt. I've been using it mostly for just walking around, so it's temporary. really see those pistons go off. Let's try it again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Aha! Got a bit of a water problem here. Didn't think of that. So... probably gonna need a sign or something. Didn't realize it was gonna be flowing back like that. Or I probably should have gone 8 instead of 7. But I'll fix that later. What I'm here to show is how I'm setting up the pistons. So I'm going to have my row of sugarcane right here. And I'm going to collect that sugarcane. I need it. I want it. I gotta have it. Okay. So here is, I'm using cobblestone for the wiring just to mark it out, instead of like dirt or something else that would be, it's different than what I'm going to be using for building the building. So, place pistons along this line like this, and then do a little jumpy thing. That, and then I need to get up and place another row of cobble on top. Should probably get up there, because what I'm going to do next is place a nice row of redstone like that. Bring that over here. Oh, I need another block. This is where my redstone wiring is going to go. There. Need a repeater like that. So when I push the button, it should fire all of those pistons and all of these pistons. So let's go test it out. Nifty little button. Probably gonna do it with the switch, because the switch lasts longer. Ah! Running into the water. Okay, all those pistons fired nicely. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the next bank of pistons. And let's turn that off so that they don't get set off while we're standing here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Pistons. Now I've already got the wiring plugged in mostly for the other side. And there's that. And I'm going to just go ahead and finish up the rest of the pistons here. Like so. Ah. That was kind of scary. Okay, now the rest is just cobble across the top. Oops. Now, I know this wire, you guys are asking, is, yeah, I need to go like that, and one up there. So, this is obviously longer than 15 blocks, so what I have it doing here at the other end is passing the signal back. So it comes in from that end and stops about here. It comes in from that end and stops about there. So they actually end up crossing, which means that both, or the entire length, is going to fire. So it's getting dark. I'm going to go ahead and put in the sugar cane and the other bank of pistons, and I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. Okay, I just been working on some stuff, and let's see here. I wanted to get some jack-o'-lanterns, so I went and harvested a bunch of pumpkins from my not automated pumpkin farm. And oops, it goes the other way around. There we go. So I've got this thing put together and it's working. And I tidied it up a little bit. I cleaned up all the loose dirt, replaced certain key plate portions with glass, so it looks a lot nicer. And what I'm going to go ahead and do now is, I know that the reeds will grow in the dark, but I also want to make it mob proof. So, oh, darn it. I can't place it on the side of anything. I'm gonna have to get some more dirt. Get the dirt. Dirty dirt. Okay. Let's see here. Just have a couple of stacks of dirt. Head back down. Need to go to the other side. And then once I place the dirt, I can remove it. Or once I place the pumpkins, then I can remove the dirt. Getting kind of sleepy here. It's pretty late. Let's head up and over here. The water streams. Oh. Did a snowman just fall down here? No, it didn't. Okay. Almost looked like a snowman was over there. Okay. And I do want them facing inwards. I don't know why. Just because. Honestly, it doesn't matter which way they face, but for this thingy, I want them facing inwards. I don't need a bunch of jack-o'-lantern faces when I'm working on the outside of it. So I don't need a bunch of jack-o'-lantern faces looking at me when I'm running around the outside. So I figured I'd just stick them on the inside here. And that looks kind of cool, like that. So I'm going to do up all 3 lanes, and we'll see if there's any sugarcane to harvest. If not, I'm going to wait for the sugarcane to grow, and then I'll get back with you guys in a little while. So I think I'm gonna run out, actually. Or not. So I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Oh boy. And just as I feared, the jack-o'-lantern lighting melted all of my ice. So now I'm gonna have to go back and refreeze everything. Okay, well, that looks like it's going to be the end of this episode. Check back next time to see if I can finish this huge monster of a machine project without too many more disasters. This is One Wolf saying thanks for watching. Have a nice day.